or mathematicians or civil rights leaders, whether you're students or high academics, it always blows people away when I say this. Poverty has nothing to do with money. I'm going to repeat that. Poverty and wealth has nothing to do with money. No one tells you this, right? I'm going to break something down to you that will change your life if you can get this memo. Poverty has nothing to do with money. I put in on my public figures page a graph of real poverty. Check it out, share it with your friends. But here it is. And I featured this in my book, How the Poor Can Save Capitalism. Half of poverty is low self-esteem and lack of confidence in yourself. Half. That's in the world. 50% of all poverty is low self-esteem and lack of confidence in yourself. If you don't know who you are by 9 in the morning, by dinner time, somebody's going to tell you who you are. Now, what does that have to do with you and me? Well, let's take the most dramatic experience of this. I mentioned earlier the African-American, another African-American experience in this country. Now, all poverty is the same in the world, but black poverty is worse. 250 years of slavery, 100 years of Jim Crow, ending in 1970, which basically means you don't believe you're valuable. You can be wearing a suit. It doesn't matter. There's 300 years of history that's embedded in a lot of people's minds and their hearts and says, I'm not important. If I don't like me, I'm not going to like you. If I don't feel good about me, I'm not going to feel good about you. If I don't love me, I'm not going to love you. If I don't respect me, you can't expect me to respect you. If I don't have a purpose in my life, I'm going to make your life a living hell. Whatever goes around, comes around. But this is, the case with everybody. This is not a black thing. This is a human thing. So half of poverty in the world is low self-esteem and lack of confidence in yourself. Now, and I'll break that down in another piece when I get into real depth. Let's talk about the second part of poverty. Crappy role models and a crappy environment. What does that mean? Why am I who I am? My mother told me she loved me every day of my life. I grew up in Compton, California, South Central LA. Yes, I thought I was poor. I wasn't. I was just broke. There's a difference between being broke and being poor. Being broke is economic. Being poor is a disabling frame of mind, a depressed condition of your spirit, and you must vow never, ever, 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 ever to be poor again. So my mother told me she loved me every day of my life. And as a result of that, Juanita Smith, thank you very much. I am who I am. My dad owned his own business for 54 years. And while, yes, he was financially illiterate, I didn't know that at the moment. I saw him wear a suit, so I wanted to wear a suit. I saw him be a businessman, so I wanted to be a businessman. I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm role modeling. So, and this is for black people, white people, Latinos, Asians, Indian, others, no matter what continent you live on. So if you grew up in a neighborhood where everybody you know see as symbols of aspiration and success, rap stars, athletes, and drug dealers, why is anybody surprised everybody in that neighborhood grows up wanting to be a rap star, an athlete, or a drug dealer? It's not dumb. It's not irrational. It's actually common sense. You are modeling what you see. And we need to give folks something different to see. Why does a young man grow to be a businessman? He saw his daddy as a businessman. Right? Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, "Ooh, let me be stupid. Ooh, let me be a criminal. Let me be a prostitute." Yeah, at 3 years old, my aspiration to grow up is to be a prostitute. Let me run on a strip pole. No, that's not what people grow. People model what they see, for better or for worse. Second part of poverty, the second part of the second part, environment. What do I mean by this? Essentially, if you hang around 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th. That's called a drop the mic moment. Boom. You hang around 9 broke people, I guarantee you'll be the 10th. You model what you see. The third part of poverty is aspiration and opportunity. This is almost like the overhang. This is like the tail that wagged the dog. If you don't get the first 2 pieces right, then this is what's going to happen. Aspiration is a code word for hope. The most dangerous person in the world is a person with no hope. The most dangerous person in the world is a person with no hope, which leads to opportunity. So if you have crappy self-esteem and crappy self-confidence, and you have crappy role models and a crappy environment, you're going to see hope nowhere. You're going to be skeptical. You're going to be cynical. You don't believe in anything. You see races everywhere. You see the glass of life is half empty, not half full. You think everybody's jamming you up. Somebody's got something against you. You see darkness, not light. You see what you're against, not what you're for. You rather protest than partner. I mean, the world is already set up against you. As a result of that, you don't see opportunity anywhere. You see the glass of life as half empty, not half full. You never leave your block. You never leave your house. You never leave your couch. And now the world has truly defeated you. Wealth is the opposite of that. Simply the opposite. It has nothing to do with money. All right. Thank you for your comments, everybody. I'm glad that you're engaging the conversation. And just the opposite of this is wealth. Wealth has nothing to do with money. Wealth is high self-esteem and high confidence, right? Try to go to work today without confidence. Try to answer the phone at work without confidence. Try to deal with your children, raise your children without confidence. Try to drive on the freeway without confidence. Try to do anything without confidence. You may fake self-esteem, fake it until you make it, but if you don't have confidence, you're dead in the water, right? And that's why I keep saying that I think that 70% of black Americans, because of all this crap experience I mentioned to you, in my last video on Black America, I think that 70% of black Americans are clinically undiagnosed depressed. At some point, we'll write a book about that. It's a whole other topic. But and so when mainstream America has a headache, black folks have pneumonia, but we're all sick. But this applies to everybody. So here's wealth. Wealth is high self-esteem and high confidence. It's great role models and a great environment. Enabling environment. You know, people are positive. People are aspirational. You can do anything. They tell you every day, you know, go get them, right? And then you've got a sense of hope, right? You believe in America. You believe in the Constitution. You believe in the Bill of Rights. You believe in that you can go do it. And as a result of that, you go do it. And then you have opportunity. You see opportunity everywhere. That's why in Detroit, right across street from Canada, you got people who live in Detroit and not buying these houses for $2,000. They're selling houses in Detroit for $2,000. And you have strangers coming in Detroit, buying up all that real estate and robbing folks in plain daylight. And I don't mean robbing them illegally. I mean taking their opportunity that should be theirs from in front of them. And you can't blame them because they are seeing the opportunity and doing something about it. So I'm going to stop. We're at 7 minutes and 48 seconds. But let me give you a parenting piece, all right? Because thoughts are things, and when you tell your kids things, it sticks in their brains, and they grow up with this in their mind. So next time your kid upsets you, the next time your kid frustrates you, I'm not saying go easy on them because what we've done with men, when we were told black men were endangered species, black men are endangered species. We got to protect our black men. So we end up raising our daughters and loving our sons, ending up with a bunch of women and a bunch of punks. Yeah, I said it. We ended up with a bunch of women because we raised them and a bunch of punks because we love them, patted them on the head. Oh, a black man needs discipline. Every man needs discipline and structure. So here's what you say when your child, your young man gets out of line, upsets you. I'm upset with you. You frustrate me. This was not going to be tolerated. You're not going to disrespect me in my own house. You're not going to do this ever again. And I'm going to discipline you today. And I'm going to hold you accountable today. And I am not okay with what you did. And you've made a mistake, you future lawyer, you future doctor, you future entrepreneur. It's not mutually exclusive. You can have discipline and structure and still hold them up. But if you say you idiot, you dummy, you never amount to anything, then they're going to do exactly what you say. Watch how you live your life. It may be the only Bible anybody else reads. I'm out. Peace. Look at the graph. Operation Hope is tackling this issue. We're going to end poverty because poverty's here and here. If I give a homeless guy $1 million, he'll be broke in 6 months because nothing changed here and nothing changed here. There's a difference. Reverend Murray quote, there's a difference between being broke and being poor. Being broke is economic, but being poor is a disabling frame of mind, a depressed condition of your spirit. And you must vow never, ever, ever to be poor again. It's okay if you don't like me. I like me. Love you. Learn to love yourself and then pay that forward. I'll be back. Peace and light.